What is up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host and current WWE pay-per-view champion, The Hot Commodity, joined by my friend and co-host. Introduce yourself, sir.
What up? What up? It's Chris. You already know. Talking about some Monday Night Raw. This was a Raw to where I think it was booked for the fans. We had Jey Uso win. Everyone got what they wanted. So yeah, we'll see what's going on. We'll talk about it, but it was a decent. Okay.
And for those who have the benefit to see us, Christian here got a haircut, and you're kind of giving me Christian from 2003 vibes. His hair was long forever, and then he competes in a battle royal, wins the title, and then cuts.
Oh my God, yeah, that's right.
Giving me old school vibes.
Well,
Respect.
I was like 1 year old, but I obviously know about it. So.
Yeah. I remember those days. Good times. But today we are covering WWE Monday Night Raw from September 23rd, 2024, live in Ontario, California. And we kick off Raw with Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed brawling backstage. These two will compete later on tonight. And interesting way to kick off Raw is kind of out to your vibes with the chaos starting. And then from the fight, we see Dominik Mysterio and the World Women's Champion Liv Morgan arrive in a lowrider. That was cool. Like, remind me.
That was really that was pretty cool.
Very cool. They come out to the ring. Liv says
they're playing this really well.
Yeah,
I hated Liv Morgan. Not that I hated Liv Morgan. I just always thought she was useless and only hot. But she's been pretty worth something since this whole Dominik stuff. So.
She's doing really good. She's killing it. She says the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour is going exactly as I planned. I promised to take everything from Rhea Ripley, and I did in 2 weeks. And before she continued, Rhea Ripley comes out. Rhea says, I'm going to need you to shut up. I have something I need to tell you. Liv says, maybe Dom would have stayed if you cared half as much as you do about this title. About Damian Priest. She says, I'm going to beat you because I'm smarter than you. Rhea says, when it comes to Bad Blood, I'm fully cleared. This message is for both of you. Since you, Dominik, want to stick your nose in business at Bad Blood, Dom, you're going to be hanging in a shark cage. I'm going to win back what I never lost, my women's title. And then Rhea Ripley ends up headbutting Liv Morgan. And Dom is shocked about being in the shark cage. I believe with that stipulation there, Liv is definitely retaining the title. But what do you think of this being the case for Bad Blood, Dominik?
I hope not, dude. Like, because Rio didn't lose the title. And I'm sorry. Look, a lot of my friends online think Rhea's injury was a complete work. I don't know. We don't know. Because it was kind of sketchy, I believe. But, like, we don't know. And but let's say hypothetically, like, she's legitimately hurt. If she's not legitimately hurt, like, Liv Morgan doesn't win the world title, doesn't get handed the world title at whatever pay-per-view they did. It's that simple. Like, give the title back to Rhea Ripley. She's not just female, but one of the biggest attractions in all of pro wrestling in that company right now. Give her back the belt.
I feel like they're gonna make us wait a bit. I feel like
that's what Triple H likes to do, bro.
We're gonna be waiting, and I think
he likes to keep his
Survivor Series.
He likes to. I don't think we're in an era just yet where championships are just going to be switching left and right. I think these guys and girls are going to get month-long reigns, even when they shouldn't. Like, I love Nia, and I acknowledge the Queen Tribal Chief of the women's division, but she should not be champion this long.
Yeah, I agree. She hasn't done anything to elevate the title. Same thing with LA Knight, I think. But our next match,
everyone and their fucking mothers wanted LA Knight to be champion.
Yeah, no, I don't agree. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying I'm not exaggerating. Literally everybody and their mothers wanted him to be champion.
Well,
so don't bitch. Just like what they did with Cody. They wanted him to finish the story. And look what
I just think he hasn't done anything with the title.
Worst champion that company's had in years, man. Even though I'm talking about before Roman. Because Roman's been champion for 3 years. But yeah.
We'll see, man. Hopefully they drop those belts soon. But we have Sami Zayn versus Ludwig Kaiser up next. Um, this is a very good opening match. I like Sami Zayn's style. He's bringing back his old school stuff, which I enjoy. Sami lands an exploder into the corner. Ludwig lands an enziguri for two. Sami lands a German and a haluva kick, and Sami Zayn defeats Ludwig Kaiser. After the match, World Champion Gunther comes out. Gunther says, Sami, for weeks you've been begging for a match. If you really want this, Ontario is the right place and time for it. It is the right time to tell you no. So Gunther still not accepting Sami Zayn's challenge. Do you think on Raw he will, Gunther will, and then we're going to get them at Bad Blood, or do you think this is
probably? And I do think obviously Gunther wins this. Not just, you know, they're gonna get it even. They may run it again. I just, for God's sake, if WWE really wants, not that they give a fuck really, but if they want me to keep watching it, do not make Sami Zayn world champion, because I won't. I definitely won't be watching Monday Night.
No, Gunther's not. I don't think Gunther's gonna lose. He's gonna keep it, I think.
I still don't look. I'm not even being biased, bro, because it's Priest, and everyone knows he's my favorite wrestler, right? Like in this time. He should have not lost his title.
He's going to have to go through Finn first, and that's going to take a couple of months, and then he'll probably try out.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Kofi Kingston tries to give Xavier Woods old New Day stuff, like the old Francesca, whatever 3000 it is. But Xavier Woods says they need to get serious. Kofi tells Woods that he can call the shots. American Made confront them and challenge them to a match, and Kofi and Woods agrees. So New Day seems to be trying to work on things. Next up, Dragon Lee takes on, he has LWO in his corner. He takes on Carlito with Judgment Day. He gets the win after Rey Mysterio takes out all of Judgment Day, making his return. And Dragon Lee lands, I think it's Operation Lee, and Dragon Lee gets the win here. What do you think of Rey Mysterio returning?
I mean, it's Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
You know, having him around still is crazy. Like, I'm going to be honest. Like, it's good that he's still around. You know what I mean? I enjoy him. It's just, you know, they gave him his little U.S. title run. What's Rey Mysterio good? Like, no disrespect, because you know he's a fucking legend and I love him. What's he worth? Like, what? Not worth, because like you can put him on the card, and obviously people are gonna, you know. But like, what do they have planned for him? I don't think anything.
Well, he should be an attraction, I think. And they're not utilizing him as an attraction or making him like fight every week. It's like he's in the Hall of Fame. Doesn't make any sense why he's constantly competing. But I do get it. He's a big star, but he really hasn't been doing anything much except for LWO. But he will be doing something this week on Raw. We'll talk about that in a minute. Karrion Kross tells The Miz that this is a joke, that no one respects him. He says monsters come in all shapes and sizes, and Miz says yes, they do. And we talked about this last week, where we think The Miz can be a monster when he wants to be. And before The Miz takes on Bronson Reed, Braun Strowman attacks Reed, choke slams Bronson Reed onto the apron. Bronson Reed lands a tsunami to the guards. Strowman double choke slams the guards. Strowman then goes to super kick Reed, but gets stopped by the guards. And then Strowman goes to jump, but Bronson Reed backs off. Again, these guys fighting. We find out later on that next week they're going to compete in a last monster standing match. What are your thoughts on this? Hopefully it comes to something crazy is going to happen.
Shit about this. I mean, we're currently watching it right now. Not the match, but Raw's on right now. We're a week late, but I don't give a shit. Like, it's just gonna. We saw this already with that brutal match they had not too long ago. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, they suck when it comes to, like, this is not suck, but like, look, a lot of people are complaining Raw's a 3-hour show. Today's the last 3-hour show of Monday Night Raw. So I'm not watching it right now because Shayna Baszler, Xavier Woods, and that match was just on. They have 2 hours to give me the best in their flagship show. All we're gonna see is Punk, Rollins, Judgment Day. We're gonna see the good stuff, not this. They're not gonna make me wait hours to fucking see CM Punk and Drew McIntyre go at the shit that really matters right now.
Yeah, that ends tonight after this episode. The first episode, 2 hours, is my birthday, so respect. Drew McIntyre.
Oh, yeah, next month, birthday?
Yep, October 7th. Drew McIntyre comes out and Drew says, I promise I'm going to make you bleed, CM Punk. I promise you're going to have to kill me. I've been thinking about the words that CM Punk said. For once you were real. I've always told the truth. I don't want to go back inside Hell in a Cell. Your sisters and your wife begged you not to do this. My family has too. My wife has begged me because she can see what it's doing to me mentally. I have some promises of my own. I will make you bleed a lot. I will make you suffer. You compared yourself to the devil again. You've always seen yourself like a god figure, but you're just a man that I will break permanently inside Hell in a Cell. And that was Drew McIntyre's promo. It was a decent promo. I liked how it was soft and sweet. He didn't say anything short and sweet, soft and sweet.
I'm excited to see what they talk about tonight, though.
Yeah, they're gonna probably, or they have.
Oh my god, they're doing it right now. I went on it just in time.
Alert. We see Pete Dunne attacking Sheamus backstage with a cricket bat. This rivalry needs to end. I'm over that.
Yeah, right. I know, me too.
It's over before it begins. Damage Control defeat the Unholy Union after Io Sky lands an over the moonsault to Isla Dawn, and it looks like Damage Control will take on Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill for the women's tag title. That will be a good match. Thoughts on that? I know you're not a fan of the women's tag. I get it. Next, we have the New Day taking on American Made. Chad Gable distracts Xavier Woods, and then Woods attacks Gable on the floor, which allows Julius Creed to land a high knee and a Brutus ball to Xavier Woods, and the American Made get the win in this match here. And again, Woods is upset with Kofi Kingston. We'll talk about that in a moment. We got a promo from Damian Priest. Basically, Damian Priest. My speech impediment came out. Damian Priest, basically talking about Judgment Day and his match. We're excited about it. We'll talk more about that next week because I'm sure we'll get more from them. But decent promo here where he's basically just covering his thoughts on Finn Balor. We get a WyattSic6 QR code again this time. It's really hard to look through these because there's a lot of new stuff mixed in with old. But mainly they're talking about a woman in white coming back. My theory, Alexa Bliss. I'm going to keep saying that. But yeah, nothing really new with WyattSic6 this week. LWO apologized to New Day for last week, and Xavier Woods gets mad because he thinks he doesn't have respect because he hasn't been a singles champion, and then he challenges Rey Mysterio to a match next week on Raw. Do you think Xavier Woods has a right to be upset here?
Oh, what was that?
Do you think Xavier? No, you're fine. Do you think Xavier Woods has a right to be, feeling jaded by New Day and that he wants to be?
I mean, I think Xavier Woods just wants more than he's essentially like. He wants to be world champion. He wants to be, or like he wants a shot at the Intercontinental. I'm kind of ahead, but like he's just not. Look, the New Day breaking up isn't gonna be a storyline that's gonna get anywhere. Let's be honest.
It might though. They've been together for 10 years. That's a big.
Without Big E, no.
Oh no, but I mean they've been talking. I know they say this for months and months and months, but he even said that he's going to be, coming back in the mix, and that could lead to a breakup. Big E might come back in with his hurt. I would use it. I'd bring Big E with his friggin' little fake, what do you call it when you have a neck brace? Thank you. And have Xavier Woods push him or something, and then have him fall and what I'm saying, utilize that in the storyline. But I do agree, without him competing, it is kind of bland. But I'm interested to see what they're gonna do. We've made it to our main event. Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker defends against Jey Uso here. And this was a huge shock to me, this match. I did not think Jey was going to win at all. But let's cover quickly what happened. Braun lands a belly to belly. Braun then applies a stretch muffler. Jey clotheslines Braun to the floor. Braun leaps off the apron with a clothesline to Jey Uso onto the table. Jey lands a Samoan drop for a 2. Braun lands a super Frankensteiner for a 2. Also, Braun lands a super power slam. He spears Jey Uso on the floor. Uso spears Braun, lands an Uso splash for a 2. Uso super kicks Braun on the floor. Spears Braun and through the railing. Spear Uso splash. We have a new Intercontinental Champion in main event, Jey Uso. I'm happy about it, but I do like Jimmy better, I will say. But I'm excited to see what he's going to do with the title.
About time. About time. I mean, he's super over with the crowd. I think Money in the Bank should have been his time. This was good. Good match. Braun Breaker's young. He's a future main eventer for WrestleMania. He's good.
Yeah.
Really good main event. Crowd was really into it. A friend of mine was there. So it was a good ending.
It was a good surprise. Like I was like, did not think it was going to happen. Happily surprised, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do. I think Braun does deserve a rematch, but I'm excited to see what they're going to do. But with that, we have covered all of Monday Night Raw. We've got NXT, AEW Dynamite Grand Slam that we're going to cover. We have SmackDown, Bad Blood's coming soon. Next week we have the 2-hour edition of Raw starting, my birthday, October 7th. So a lot of good stuff coming your way. Bad Blood predictions will be dropping too. So until next time, stay safe and stay uncensored. Peace.